Hi everyone, Piotr speaking. Welcome to my weekly Forex analysis. I'll go through the market. As always, I start with Euro USD. That's the monthly candle. On the monthly, you can see we had the previous candle, the June candle, closed above moving average 100 and above Bollinger Middle Band, which is always a support area for me, and this is quite important for myself. Now I'm do not rule out that the market will try to test those lows once again, because the market is a little bit in indecision in my opinion. If you follow my my posts on my Google Plus profile, so you should be aware of this count and of the situation on the 3 hours chart. But now you can find that the market retested this 38.20 level, FIBO level, which is quite a typical level for a fourth corrective wave. So we could have an A, B, and a C wave here, and there's something, a fifth wave may be developing in this area here. Okay, so if I try to measure the whole movement, so I'll take the expansion and I'll connect the beginning with the most probable end of the third wave, and that's the extreme of the fourth. So I will have an area where the market may finish the whole downward move. Okay, I will use this orange lines, those orange lines, and now I have a area where the market may finish this last fifth wave, if it's the fifth wave. Okay, so this could be between the 3260 and 161.80 FIBO level. Good. I sent a signal, a short signal for the Euro USD last week. This is this signal, and sometimes I add some additional information here down. And there was an alternative possible entry for this trade that was on 1 hour chart. That area, and as you can see, you were able to open an additional position at a better price as well, so you could have made some more profits than only this 60 pips. And even those take profits regarding 1 hour, the market went slightly deeper than 136. Okay, you can see that the market made some like 20 pips, additional 20 pips. You can see the market is reacting at 61.80. If you take this whole move and you measure the correction here, or the downward move here, it was stopped on the 61.80. But in my opinion, I think there is a downward move. I think there's the fifth wave most probable. Okay, so either we can have a 1 and 2 and 3 to the upside, or there was a fourth at that high, and there is a fifth wave to the downside. Okay, based on that, I will see whether the market is able to break that high, or the market will make a correction, so maybe somewhere this moving average 100, and then the market will make another move to the downside. I always check the weekly candle, which is red now, and it's below moving average 20, which is the Bollinger Middle Band. Okay, so a short trade should be in a line with a weekly candle. So that's the Euro USD. Let's check the Great Britain Pound USD. That's the monthly candle, which broke above moving average 100, a strong candle here. And if you go to the weekly chart, you have a nice green candle at the Bollinger Upper Band. Okay, and this is actually a place where a nice reversal signals can develop. Okay, at the Bollinger Upper Band. Okay, there was an opportunity here, was another example here. So the market usually gives a nice short trades when it's around Bollinger Upper Band. And actually, I've sent you a short signal for a Great Britain Pound USD based on this 3 hours chart, because I'm expecting that the market has finished this upward move around this area, and actually the market was very accurate to the levels I was talking about, and there was an opportunity to enter at the very top here. Okay, being able to make the first 40 pips. So depending how it will develop, I may send some additional short signals, because if it's right, there might be a nice downward move here. But on the other hand, here on the daily chart or on the 2 days chart, this is what I've shown already, asking myself whether this fifth wave is completed or not. Okay, and either there is 1 2 1 2 and there is the first wave of a third wave, okay, so like 1 and 2 again, or there was 1 2 3 4 and this is the final fifth. Okay, initially I thought that's the final fifth, but the market is quite strong in this area, to be honest. Okay, so now I'm asking myself whether this is right or not. But if it's not, then there is something else going up. Okay, and that's the only explanation for that. Okay, then we are in the third strongest wave to the upside still. Okay, on the other hand, there are some signs of weakening, to be honest. Yeah, that's the MACD line, that's the high here, and that area it's below that high, so we can call it already a divergence. Okay, so there is something going on here. Okay, it might be a reversal, a strong reversal in this area. And so if it's right, so we had 5 waves up, we will have a deeper correction and a bigger correction in this area. Okay, so the only thing we have to do is just wait for a confirmation in this area. Good. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the most important stuff. Good. Gold, I talked about gold last week and about this area. There was a trader who entered in based on my comment from last week at that high, made some profits. I will go to the 1 hour chart, because we could have 1, 2, and 3, and this A, B, and a C, and there is a 5 to the downside in order to complete the first wave down, a second wave, a third to the downside. Okay, so that's the most important stuff. Okay, so now I'll go to the Great Britain Pound Japanese Yen. I trade the most, to be honest, because it's a very nice currency pair. That's the monthly situation, and I've changed actually my count on a weekly chart, because I was asking myself why the market is not able to make a deeper correction here, and it's like going up and up. So I think the third blue wave, the strongest wave, is not completed yet. Okay, we are still in the fifth wave of this third wave, and we had 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 A, B, C, 4, and there's the final fifth wave probable. Okay, so if you follow my comments on my Google Plus, you should be aware of it, because I've posted a few posts regarding that situation. So, and I talked last week about this stuff. So the market was able to reverse in this area and made a lot of pips to the upside. Okay, like 300 pips. Okay, so that could give you a lot of profit. Okay, and actually there was a signal for that. There was the last signal sent in June. That's that entry. Okay, the market was able to trigger even the initial entry at 172.46 and 41. So both of my orders were triggered. Okay, so I made much than those TPs. Okay, but the only opportunity to make a lot of profits in such a move is just to either if you need to close a position, or you force yourself to close a position. So either you close a part of your position, so you allow the other part to make profits for you. Okay, because otherwise you will be thrown out of the position. Okay, and so there is no other opportunity to do that. Yeah? Just to keep your position developing, let your position developing. Okay, but coming back to that, I think so. I do not rule out, to be honest, that because we are about to touch this level I'll talk about last week as well, this FIBO 100 at 175.50, and if the market reverses here very strongly, I do not rule out that was that B wave, and a C wave will develop. But it's too strong, to be honest. Yeah, so it looks like it's a quite a strong move. Yeah, so I don't think it was like 1 2 1 2, and this could be a 1 and 2 and a 3. So a developing strong third wave to the upside. Okay. I don't think it's. Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, because how can I know? Yeah, I have to adjust to the market, and I predict the moves of the market, and I do it very well. But on the other hand, you never can be sure 100%. Yeah, so you can only play as the market, trade what you see. Okay, so and that what I can see, there was no deeper correction. The market is going up. Yeah, so it's going up. Let it develop. Let's go along with that. Okay. Anyway, if it's right, so that could be this pink Fibo shows again levels where the market may reverse. Okay, so this is even 185. Okay, so it's could be still a nice move to the upside. Good. That was Great Britain Pound, Japanese yen. I'll go through the Euro, Japanese yen. I talk a lot about this stuff here, so it's quite boring to repeat myself. I'll go to the daily, because I think the daily that's the only thing you should consider at the moment regarding this Euro, Japanese yen. I think the market is in between those two lines, and it's going together. Yeah? I mean, those two lines are going together, and I think the best trade is to be looking for trades along those lines. Okay, so either to this upside, or to this downside when it starts reversing again. Here you can see I plotted a resistance line here. The market broke this resistance line, and there was a retesting. Okay, so the market may try to keep on going up. Okay, but of course the euro will play a role in this situation here. But anyway, I think that's the best way to treat it, because otherwise I think it's not that clear. There is no clear pictures regarding this Euro, Japanese yen. Okay, let's go quickly through this USD, Japanese yen. That's the monthly candle. The monthly, weekly. There is a green candle on the weekly. Quite a similar situation like on the Great Britain Pound, Japanese yen. I was asking myself whether the C wave is already completed or not. But it's. I will check it once again. What I wanted to show, because I do not trade. I haven't had any trade for more than 2 months on this currency pair. Why? Because I talked about it last week as well. Okay, you can check this vertical line. It's the April 10th. Okay, so since the 10th of April, in my opinion, there wasn't any nice trade setup at all. Okay, it was only difficult. Okay, and if it's the case, I stay away. Okay, because there's no point to risk your money on such a market. Okay, even I haven't played since February, so I haven't traded since February. Yeah, this currency pair. Because it was everything very clear up to here and down to here. Even that move was quite okay. But I talked that it's a B wave most probably, and B waves are usually more complicated, and they may fool you. Okay, so I always stay away from such a market. Okay, so that's all for this week. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, and as said, you can follow my post here, and then based on that I send those signals. So happy trading. Thank you for your time.